Jet Airways pilots are now appealing to the Prime Minister to save their jobs. Around 1,000 pilots from Jet Airways deferred their decision to stop flying today because there are critical meetings taking place between the State Bank of India and the airline management to try and find out a solution, to find a way to rescue this debt-laden airline. The pilots, however, will continue, or they are continuing their protests in Mumbai. The airline has not paid the pilots because it has a cash shortage, and they're flying just 5 planes from the 115 planes in its fleet in January this year. They're now down to just 5 planes. Jet Airways, till recently owned by its founder Naresh Goyal, owes banks about 8,000 crore rupees. It's been taken over by lenders. A revival plan has been discussed to save India's oldest private airline. Remember, it began operations in 1993. Efforts are also on to find new investors for the airline. But meanwhile, jet pilots are now appealing to the Prime Minister, they say, to save their jobs. And my colleague Saurav Gupta caught up with a few of them.
I have with me pilots who are protesting, but you're not on strike. I believe you've deferred your decision of not flying.
No, I'd like to correct you. We are not protesting. We are here. We've assembled here to show our strength and unity. Not only pilots, we have engineers and other management staff as well. So it's not a protest, it's a show of strength.
I also understand that you're not demanding the immediate payment of all your arrears, but at least a part of it, so that you guys can also sustain yourselves. Is that right?
So again, we are not demanding anything. We understand that the legal procedure for the bidding procedure has started, and today the management is meeting the banking consortium for the release of funds. So we are here to show strength and to request the banking consortium and the lenders that we do understand that there are certain bureaucratic procedures which need to be followed, and there are certain hurdles which is causing the funds not to be released at the desirable speed. But the aviation sector, the aircrafts are perishable assets, and unless and until we get a massive infusion of funds, the aircrafts are not going to get into a self-sustaining mode and fly. So we are requesting the banking consortium to release the funds which were promised as soon as possible. We've got certain number of interests which have been shown by various investment companies also. Whatever is best for Jet Airways is what matters to us.
And like last question, there have been, I'm told that, airlines like SpiceJet, which also operate a Boeing fleet rather than an Airbus fleet, are also reaching out to your pilots. Have pilots been reached out to? Have any gone over, crossed over? Do you have a figure for that?
Iteration is natural, and people will naturally leave when they have financial difficulties, which is understandable. A lot of pilots have crossed over to rival airlines, and which is also understandable. But there is, it's just a natural process. There's nothing you can do about it.